Witness intimidation much? Hey guys, this is Jules with True Crime Reactions. Now, I've just followed a whole bunch of updates on Twitter when it came to the status conference today. Now, not only has Bryan now waived his right to a speedy trial, yes, waived his right to a speedy trial. The trial will not be starting on October the 2nd. A lot of people really thought it was not going to start in October. I kind of felt like it was going to be a possibility at least, because the defense and the state, when they were going back and forth with all of those dates for all of those schedules that we went over in my video about what happened on the hearing, there was like, what, 12 or more different things scheduled and set, and they weren't arguing about it. They seemed to very much agree. Bing, bang, boom. Yes, let's just get this done. So it's interesting that they waited until the status conference today to now waive the right to a speedy trial, because the status conference wasn't even scheduled until Friday at the hearing on the 18th. So it didn't even exist on the docket until the 18th. So either they just made a last minute decision over the last few days to go ahead and do this, or it's been a plan all along, and for dramatic effect, they just decided to do it now after the court wasted a good 40 minutes trying to get an entire schedule ready. I don't know. It's just interesting that they waited until now. There's so much information that's still pending, and honestly, the only way that they're going to be able to get anything validated is by doing pretty much everything all over again. And if that doesn't happen, then I don't know how this is going to go. Now, something else that was very alarming to me, you guys, okay, Andrea Burkhart, most of you guys watch her. She has a channel here on YouTube. She's a lawyer. She's been following the Idaho case, and she's in the courtroom constantly because I believe she's local to that area. So she's in the courtroom most of the time whenever we have anything in person. Now, remember Gabriella Vargas, the one who I believe is like a complete badass, and she showed up to testify last minute and gave testimony about all of the loopholes and all of the illegal things that she's aware of that law enforcement and the like use in order to obtain information from these genetic websites and find matches and whatnot. According to what Anne told the court today, last night, which would be Tuesday, the 22nd of August, Gabriella Vargas was contacted by 2 FBI agents and interrogated about her testimony. And of course, Bill Thompson had something to say about this. And his response was apparently that after Miss Vargas testified, she had some electronic communications with other IGG people, other people in the field that she works in, that were going against what she had just testified in court about these loopholes and these things that law enforcement agencies do. But I'm not understanding why there's people trying to refute what she has now made public in this particular case, because I pulled up an article and it was very strange timing. Okay, you guys who watched my last video know that this was strange timing. This article came out on the 18th, but it came out a couple of hours before Gabriella Vargas actually took the stand. And it was written by someone who had nothing to do with the case, just a reporter for a website called The Intercept. And the information in the article started out with a conference that CeCe Moore was at and talking at, and it goes on to give all this information about the loopholes and the things that law enforcement do to illegally obtain these matches and this information. And someone physically was showing the people at The Intercept on GEDmatch and on these websites, physically showing them on the computer step by step how these loopholes work. Well, whoever that was wasn't Gabriella Vargas. So I don't understand how we have multiple sources that apparently know that this is what happens, but Gabriella Vargas testifies publicly and she's being bullied by the FBI because she's let out one of their secrets. Because that's how it seems. It would actually seem as if the FBI in this particular case, in this case with Idaho and Xana and Ethan and Kaylee and Maddie versus Bryan, that the FBI would have most likely have been the ones to have done all of these things if they were done. Because remember what we're being told, just what we're being told is that the Othram Labs was sent information, but they were told to stop and send everything that they had over to the FBI. And another thing I did find sort of interesting is that the defense did state at the end of the motion hearing on Friday that Othram Labs being involved is just something that they're going off of because of word of mouth, but that they haven't seen anything to basically validate if Othram Labs was a part of the investigation or not, which is crazy to me because Howard Bloom knows about them. He was writing articles based off information he was getting from people that were around the case. And if Othram Labs is being mentioned so many times and it's actually in physical documents, because the defense, I believe, if I'm remembering correctly, the defense side is the one who dropped a document that actually verified to us that Othram was the lab. So now the defense is stating that they just have been told that, but they haven't seen anything to verify that. So I don't know why it would be in the documents then if it's nothing that they can validate. That's a little weird. But anyway, yeah, that's what I'm dropping in this video right now because I've got other things that I need to do the rest of the evening. Now, I will say the defense did drop another document. I just don't feel like I want to go over it tonight. It is about the original motion to dismiss. And you guys that watch me know that I felt like that one about the juror forms, and the way that they were kind of just like nitpicking on things, I just didn't find it very valid. So when it comes to this reply to the state's objection to the defendant's motion to dismiss the grand jury, I don't feel like there's a lot of substance in the argument because, like I said, if they're going to complain about something that they deem incorrect on a form on the top corner of every form that was used, then you have to use that argument in literally every case that has used that form in their grand jury selection and in their grand jury for like the duration of that form being in existence. So I don't know. That's just me personally. There's other people that find it valid and they go through the documents and explain all those things. So even without me going over it, I'm sure you guys will have no issue finding somebody who wants to go through it. I just, again, feel like it's a nitpicky argument. So whenever she stated that there was going to be a second motion to dismiss filed, I was like, okay, cool. Maybe this one will have some substance in it and we'll get some real, substantial information about real reasons why things should be dismissed or the grand jury should be dismissed. But I am like, wow, really? About the fact the FBI is messing with Gabriella Vargas. And I don't feel like they would be lying about that. There's no reason for them to be lying about that and then making it public. I just don't see it. But I mean, we've had people do crazy things, but I don't know. I just don't feel like it's a lie. The FBI is known to do things like that. They're bullies and they hide things and they're liars. I mean, we know this. We know this. So I don't know, but that's it for right now. I'm going to go do some things, do some more research. You guys might hear from me again tonight. Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. Might be tomorrow. But since this is the next video following my previous community post, it is that time of the month again where we do our $50 gift card giveaways. Now, as always, members are automatically enrolled to win one of the $50 gift cards. What's going to happen for the other one is you have to be a subscriber and you have to comment on this video. One comment is all that you need to leave in order to be entered, and I'm going to leave it open for about a week before I use the generator to find the winner. So just go ahead and leave a comment and you will be entered to win a $50 gift card. So today is August the 23rd. I will announce the winner on August the 30th, next Wednesday. So again, leave a comment to be entered to win. You must be a subscriber, and please be aware that the winner that gets announced has to show me the back end of their profile to prove that you are the actual username that won. But I want to know what you guys think about what we're hearing the FBI did to Gabriella Vargas when it came to the testimony that she gave, interrogating her about what she had to say. And how many of you already expected for this to happen? How many of you already knew that the trial was in no way, shape, or form going to happen come October 2nd? Let me know. See y'all.